to the B spot. Oh yeah, fine wine, fine dining. On stage tonight we have Mr. Psycho Bass. Here he is. Joining Mr. Psycho, we have Mr. Wharton Inslee. Welcome to the B spot. We're gonna have a ball at B spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 116th commencement ceremony for Sweetheart College. The ceremony will begin soon. Please take your seats. The ceremony will begin soon. Thank you.
blessing on this gathering as all of us present celebrate the commencement of these Sweetbriar seniors, soon to be alumni. Fill our hearts with thanksgiving for the efforts and achievements of these students and for all those who supported them in their endeavor. With hearts full of anticipation for this commencement, truly a beginning, we pray. Amen. You may take your seats. What a day. How about this weather, everyone? Shining on Sweetbriar. God is smiling on Sweetbriar and our graduates today. Congratulations, all of you. We're so thrilled that we're hit this point. It's wonderful. Good morning, and it is my privilege to welcome and thank all of you for being here today. As fellow members of the Sweetbriar family for the college's 116th commencement. Thanks to Mother Nature, who is demonstrating her power and authority, we aren't outside on the quad with its historic buildings and magnificent views of the Blue Ridge Mountains and beyond, but Sweetbriar has a duty of stewardship to this place, and as part of that responsibility, we want to honor the first stewards of these lands, the Monacan Indian Nation, with this land acknowledgement. Sweetbriar College acknowledges the many benefits, responsibilities, and relationships of being in this place. We respectfully acknowledge the Monacan Indians, upon whose historical homeland our college is located and who have lived on this land for generations. We're inside, but we're together, and we bring to this space our mutual sense of happiness and excitement. This is a time of celebration in which we will salute and honor the accomplishments of the class of 2025. As Sweetbriar's 14th president and as the first alumna of the college to serve in this position, I am thrilled to be with you all today. I know that you join me in wishing our graduates well and that you're eager to be part of this joyous celebration. It is now my great pleasure to introduce this year's presidential medalist, Melody Cooper. The Presidential Medal is awarded to a senior who has demonstrated exemplary intellectual achievement in addition to distinction in some or all of the following areas: service to the community, contributions to the arts, enlargement of the college's global perspective, athletic fitness and achievement, and leadership and contributions to community discourse. Melody earned many intellectual achievements during her 4 years at Sweetbriar. She majored in 3 fields: archaeology and ancient studies, English and creative writing, and history. She also studied abroad in England through the Virginia program at Oxford, did an internship with the Interlochen Center for the Arts, and completed a certificate in arts management. She is a presidential scholar and a member of 3 honor societies: Alpha Lambda Delta, Alpha Psi Omega, and Omicron Delta Kappa. After graduation, she will attend the University of South Carolina to pursue an MFA in poetry. Melody made many contributions to the arts at Sweetbriar. She worked as a gallery and museum assistant. She served on the editorial board of Red Clay, the literary and arts magazine. She was deeply involved in theater and appeared in 7 productions at the college. Melody helped make our community a better place in many ways, too. She was a resident advisor. She served on the Judicial Committee, including 2 years as Chief Justice. She was student representative to the Lectures and Events Committee and was also active on our campus as a member of clubs and organizations, including the Bum Chums, Earphones, Paints and Patches, and Sweet Dancers. Melody has contributed to our college as a leader and a role model. I'm confident that she will continue to make a difference in every aspect of every community that she becomes a part of, whatever her life may take her. Please join me in welcoming Melody Cooper to the podium.
Hi, everyone. In our first semester here, I went to one of the many arts events that Sweetbriar hosts and was told to always say yes. Always say yes to any opportunity, party, event, or experience that college has to offer, because it is just 4 short years. Just say yes. Just fully commit to what you are doing here, and the rest will fall into place. And I believe that it has. We have all said yes to so many things here, from blacksmithing to reenacting the battles of Genghis Khan, to book clubs to studying abroad. This diversity of opportunities here, this just say yes, is what makes Sweetbriar and small liberal arts college like it so special. We have the opportunity to meet people and experience things that we never thought we would. Our impact here is greater, our leadership goes farther. We have a bigger say in how our community and really our home looks. We get to decide not only our futures, but our present. And when I think of Sweetbriar, I think of all of you and the strength, passion, and love that we have all shown up with every day. All the traditions and meetings and performances and parties and events and adventures that we have all made happen every single time we have decided to engage within our campus, whether planning or simply attending. We have made the decision to be impacted by our community and allow our community to be impacted by us. Every person is a collection of our everyday experiences. As people, we are not as shaped by the big moments as we might think, but instead the little ones that happen every day, the people we see and interact with on a daily basis. For those people are the ones who make us who we are. For the past 4 years, those people have been everyone here. Every day, we have made the choice to let our peers shape who we are through classes, events, and lunches. So we are not leaving each other because truly, there's a piece of all of us inside each other. What are we if not an amalgamation of our experiences? Thus, what are we if not an amalgamation of each other? We, as a collective, are who we are today because of the people sitting around us right now. As we walk across the stage and drive through the gates for the last time as students, I want us all to remember that. Remember that it will be impossible to forget our time here because our time here has embedded itself within us, forever changed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, darling. Woo! Thank you, Melody. Wonderful. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 2025 senior class president, Sophia Crutchfield. Woo! In her 4 years at Sweetbriar, Sophia has distinguished herself in multiple ways and has made herself known as a strong, thoughtful, and supportive leader. As class president, Sophia has helped lead the members of the class of 2025 through the many traditions that are such a hallmark of student life at Sweetbriar, and which are especially meaningful during one's senior year. Sophia has further contributed to campus life by serving as the vice president of the Bum Chums, helping to organize its charity bazaar, which features arts and crafts from community members and local artisans. Proceeds from the bazaar benefit a local nonprofit organization. At Sweetbriar, Sophia majored in business and minored in economics. She is a member of the Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society and made the Dean's List in multiple semesters. After graduation, she will attend Southern Methodist University's Cox School of Business to earn an MS in management with a concentration in marketing. In her hometown of St. Paul, Minnesota, Sophia has closely been involved with the work of the Bridge Autism Clinic and puts her marketing skills to good use by serving as the clinic's social media manager. It's clear that through her contributions and service to her class, to the entire Sweetbriar community, and to her hometown, Sophia has shown what it means to be a Sweetbriar woman. Truly, she is someone who is able to make the world around her a better place, and I'm confident that she will continue to do so in her life after Sweetbriar. Please join me in welcoming Sophia Crutchfield to the podium.
Good morning, friends, family, faculty and staff, and most importantly, the wonderful and resilient class of 2025. Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to my parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and professors for all the love and support you have shown me. I would not be here without it. Today we find ourselves at a point that just 4 short years ago felt too far in the future to even comprehend. Now, those years have passed us in the blink of an eye. We first arrived onto campus unsure of the future and unsure of who we would become. Some days over the years were easy, filled with laughter, joy, and heartfelt conversations amongst newfound friends. Other days were harder, filled with challenges and setbacks that tested us. We faced personal struggles, late nights that tested our strength and perseverance. And yet, throughout the countless 820s, advising meetings, late-night study sessions, we pushed through. We started our journeys here as freshmen with a daisy in hand, and over time we grew, blossomed, and now we carry with us a rose, symbolizing all the ways that we have matured. Today, we reminisce on every tradition, each one a milestone that marked our growth. From step singing to junior banquet, from lantern bearing to the countless moments in between. These events were reminders of how far we've come. Today, as we look around and see the faces of lifelong friends, people who have laughed with us, and mentors that have supported and guided us, let it be a reminder that we are never alone. The memories we have created here will last far beyond our time on this campus. Today, we remember the moments that shaped us and led us to this point. Graduation, the day we step out of our pink bubble and into the world that awaits. When I first moved into my room in Metaglass, I never expected my time here to be so formative. Now I am walking away as a leader with a diploma in my hand and lifelong friends by my side. And while I know we are all terribly sad to say goodbye to our underclassmen friends, our mentors, and this beautiful campus, just know, Sweetbriar is and will always be a place that we can call home. We may be leaving now, but this is not the end. We will return, maybe next year, maybe in 5, or even in 10, for reunions filled with joy and laughter. So go out into the world and be the leaders that Sweetbriar has taught us to be. And wherever you go in life, remember to leave your mark at every point along the way. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia, for your leadership. It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. John Morrissey, Professor of Biology at Sweetbriar College. Professor Morrissey received his bachelor's and master's degree from Hofstra University and went on to earn his PhD from the University of Miami's Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science. After returning to his alma mater, Hofstra, to teach for 16 years, he came to Sweetbriar College in 2007. He was promoted to full professor in 2011, has chaired the biology program since 2014, serves as the pre-vet advisor, and was named a Flora Cameron Crichton Fellow in 2024. A lifetime member of the American Elasmobranch Society, he and his students study the natural history of sharks, skates, and rays. During his time teaching at both Hofstra and Sweetbriar, he has taken more than 50 marine biology trips among coral reefs around the world. He has authored numerous publications and is the senior author of the best-selling textbook, Introduction to the Biology of Marine Life, now in its 11th edition. Dr. Morrissey is a two-time recipient of Sweetbrier's Excellence in Teaching Award and also received the Distinguished Teacher of the Year Award from Hofstra. Earlier this year, he received the Outstanding Faculty Award from the State Council on Higher Education in Virginia. Dr. Morrissey is truly a giant presence at Sweetbriar. And it's not just because he stands 6 feet 7 inches tall. His broad shoulders carry an advising, administrative, and service load that would stagger anyone else, yet he is always ready to take on another task. As his students, colleagues, and friends know well, Dr. Morrissey is both deeply thoughtful and deeply humorous. His contributions of time, talent, and energy to our campus community and to our mission to educate women leaders are immeasurable. I don't think that any of us can imagine Sweetbriar College without him. Please join me in welcoming John Morrissey.
Ariel Hollander. She begged me to mention her during this talk today. Aiden Wells. He threatened physical harm if I dared to mention his name today. Aaliyah Peets. I give Aaliyah a shout out because she lives in Bermuda and I really, really would like free room and board in Bermuda. Holy cow, am I nervous. This talk is a big deal. Normally, this address is reserved for astronauts and members of Congress and other actual adults. Knowing that I'd be really nervous, I asked my therapist for a coping strategy. She suggested that I should imagine everyone in the audience was naked. I thought that was a spectacular idea. And then I saw Dr. Lobashevsky sitting in the front row, manspreading. No, thank you. Anyway, hi. I have no idea why I'm here. It's pretty clear that this is some form of political appointment. Why else would I ask to offer you words of wisdom? You've met me. Do you really believe that I'm able to guide your postgraduate success? I believe that I'm a terrible choice to offer you words of wisdom because I'm a biologist. And we biologists see the world differently than normal people. We biologists don't understand why some body parts and some bodily functions, a thumb or a cough, are allowed to be discussed, whereas other body parts and other bodily functions are not to be discussed in polite company. You know the ones to which I'm referring. To biologists, it's all anatomy and physiology, and thus it's all fair game. And that's why I'm no longer invited to my friend's house for Thanksgiving dinner. We biologists don't understand why some dead animals, such as a dried starfish or a seashell on a bookshelf, are considered to be decorative, whereas other dead animals are not. If I nailed a puppy to the wall, you'd all think I was a freak. Biologists think that all dead species are decorative, and that's why my friends refuse to come to my house for Thanksgiving dinner. We biologists don't understand why you'll pay $45 for a lobster dinner and then refuse to eat a bowl of crickets for dessert. I've dissected both species, and you'll have to trust me on this one. A lobster is little more than a 2-pound bug. To convince you that we biologists view the world very differently than normal people, I offer a short story, even though everyone who knows me well knows that I have never told a short story. Has anyone heard of the game called Outburst? If you don't own it, buy it, because it just might be the best party game ever. Why? First, Outburst can be played by 2 people or 102. Second, everyone agrees that one becomes more proficient at the game as one becomes more inebriated. This isn't water. The basis of the game is simple. One team selects a card on which is written a subject heading and a list of 10 items that fall within that subject. For example, the card's subject may read white things, and the list is 10 items that might include clouds, Q-tips, snow, people from Canada. The objective of the game is for the opposing team to shout out simultaneously, hence the game's name, as many white things as they can within the allotted time. 1 point is earned for each item on the card that is named by the shouting team. A few years ago, I was at a party with some friends and family, and we decided to play Outburst. The room was quickly divided into 2 teams, and inexplicably, my team was composed entirely of biologists, even though 50% of the attendees were perfectly normal people. We biologists looked at each other and just knew that our goose was cooked, even though we'd been drinking, because biologists just don't know normal things. If our opponent selected a card that listed the characters who died on the White Lotus, we were out. If our opponents pulled a card that listed rap stars or texting acronyms or socially acceptable brands of clothing, we were done for. And if the card asked a group of biologists to list successful pickup lines, well, let me put it this way. Do you know what we biologists use for birth control? Our personalities. And yet, amid all that pessimism, Thor smiled upon us that day. Our opponents pulled the first card and said the category was parasites. As they started the 1-minute timer, we gleamed at each other with confidence. The looks in our eyes suggested that most of us could sit back and relax because any one of us could easily list scores of different parasites, and we'd surely get all 10 items listed on the card, for which there was a big bonus. We began our outburst. Nematode, cestode, copepod, plasmodium. We shouted. Our opponents did not tick off a single item on the card, and they looked at us with the look that I can only describe as the tilted dog head. We biologists immediately reached a tacit understanding that bordered on the telepathic. This game was written by and for normal people. The items on the card would not be the sophisticated scientific names of obscure parasites. The list would be the common names of well-known critters. Shifting gears, with plenty of time remaining, and with renewed confidence, we continued our outburst of well-known parasites. Mosquitoes, ringworm, ticks, college students. No items were checked off on the card. The tilted dog heads persisted, time ran out, and we biologists had earned 0 points. Immediately, we demanded to know what was listed on the card. Our opponents, through peals of laughter, said, "The Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, and 7 other sites in Paris, you idiots." and thus my confusion over being selected for this unequivocal honor today. Nevertheless, I have no recourse but to trust your judgment, and I composed a list of suggestions that I've entitled The Top 10 Things to Do That Will Guarantee Your Lifelong Success According to a Biologist. Number 1, starting today, have sex as often as possible. Number 2, starting today, have sex as often as possible. Number 3, starting today, have sex as often as possible. I've listed the 10 most important things to do from a biological perspective, and all of them suggest that you should have sex as often as possible. This is the biological imperative. Whoever gets more copies of their alleles into the next generation wins. Reproduction is not only the most important biological responsibility, sometimes it's one of the only concerns on a species' plate. Some species, such as the mayfly, do not have a digestive system or have a functionless gut that's filled with air because they do not live long enough to get hungry. They emerge from their puparium, mate with the first partner they see, and then die before needing food. And thus, why should they build a digestive system if they're never going to eat? Once again, this is where my biological perspective fails us. To be fruitful and multiply was good advice in the old days. Today, our petri dish, called Earth, is full. This unfortunate circumstance perfectly illustrates the disconnect between our biology and the real world. Ignorance is bliss, and thus all other species have the propensity to reproduce themselves into extinction thoughtlessly. Because we are blessed or cursed with this quirky invention known as consciousness, we have the ability to decide whether or not we should obey the biological imperative and risk reproducing ourselves into extinction. And no biologist can help you with that decision. This is why clergy and philosophers, political scientists and sociologists, historians and economists are essential to our society and to your education. And yet, as I near the end of my talk, I still feel as if I've dropped the ball. I feel that I've let you down. You asked me here to offer words of wisdom, and all I've done is try to convince you that you should never ask a biologist for the keys to a successful life. But my biology degree is not the only arrow in my quiver. Like you, I am the product of a liberal arts education, and thus it's easy for me to cull some words of wisdom from those experiences. Why did someone pay so much money to send you here? Why did we require you to take so many core courses? Simply stated, because ignorance is the enemy. And as you know, ignorance breeds fear. Even worse, to quote the famous philosopher Yoda, fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Dr. Kobiela paid me $5 to mention Star Wars today. In short, ignorance leads to suffering. All of you will walk out of our door today less ignorant and more worldly than when you entered 4 years ago. You've been exposed to other cultures, other languages, other religions, and atheism, other ways of thought, and other ways of doing things. And I hope you agree that this exposure has made you a better global citizen. But your responsibility hasn't ended this week. You owe it to yourself and to your fellow humans to continue to learn, to study, to experience, to travel, to listen, to hear, to empathize, and to accept that there are many ways to view life. Moreover, many of you will choose to reproduce or to adopt a child. It is the biological imperative, after all. Please remember that when you welcome a child into your home, you are accepting the most important job in the nation. without any certification or training. You will have the power to influence their personality, determine the languages that they use, determine to which God they pray, if any. Bigots, racists, and homophobes aren't born. They are created by their environment. You will have the power to make or break that child. And as you all know, with great power, say it with me, with great power comes great responsibility. I hate to break it to you, but you're all wrong. What Stan Lee actually wrote in Amazing Fantasy 15, page 11, panel 8, published on June 5th, 1962, is with great power, there must also come great responsibility. This is not a petty correction demanded by a nerdy comic book collector. The distinction is extremely important. The commonly misstated line claims that great responsibility automatically follows great power. And we all know that it does not. Whether we're talking about a global issue, a national embarrassment, a statewide concern, or shockingly, frighteningly, threateningly, someone where you go to school or where you work, we all can name people who possess great power and choose to use it quite irresponsibly, or selfishly, or even with cruelty. No, Stan Lee pointed out quite correctly that people who obtain great power must find a way to use it responsibly, because being responsible doesn't happen automatically. Thus, if you choose to welcome a child into your home, please remember to provide that child with the benefits of a liberal arts education. No, I don't mean that you should send your child to a fine liberal arts college. I mean, be sure to remember the value of your liberal arts education and strive to present the entire world to that child from the moment they arrive in your home. And thus, at long last, will he never shut up, I offer my one humble tidbit of advice. Do not brainwash the children you raise. Why is it that you think that crickets are not food? It's simple, because your parents brainwashed you by not offering you crickets at the age of 18 months when you would have eaten them happily. And why did they do this to you? Because their parents brainwashed them, and their parents brainwashed them, etc., etc., etc. I know the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but try to use one of your roots to kick your apple down the hill a little ways. If you're a tennis snob, take your child to a NASCAR race. If you hate Brussels sprouts, prepare them for your child 5 times per year. If you love classical music, play some country once in a while. If you're a devout Christian, suggest that your child write her senior thesis on Buddhism. If you distrust all Yankees, send your child to college in Boston. If you're a fan of Fox News, tape MSNBC for your kid. If you hate horror movies, show your kid The Exorcist. If money is the be-all and end-all of your existence, encourage your child to join the Peace Corps. If you're a tree-hugging, bleeding-heart liberal, encourage your child to volunteer for a local Republican candidate. If you don't trust people from the Middle East, suggest that your child select an Afghani roommate in college. If you've never had an indoor pet, make sure that your child volunteers at a local animal shelter. And if you believe that crickets are not food, send your child to study abroad in Taiwan, a nation wherein every French fry in every bar is both seasoned and has a cricket attached to it as an added bonus. And they are yummy. In short, don't expose your child to your world. Instead, expose them to the entire world. Only then, by providing a lifelong liberal arts education for your child, will you help to ensure their success and harmony. And then you will have succeeded, because any biologist will tell you that your level of fitness is determined by the success of your offspring. Thank you very, very much for this humbling invitation. I hope this biologist perspective has been useful. I wish you a life filled with endless education and success. Parents, your biological fitness is very high because your offspring are successful. Seniors, I'm going to miss most of you. Thanks again.
Thank you, Dr. Morrissey. It is now my great privilege to introduce to you Norma Pattison Mills, Sweetbriar class of 1960, who will be receiving today a Doctor of Humane Letters from Sweetbriar College. In its 124-year history, this is an honor that the college is rarely bestowed on an individual. But after you've heard about her extraordinary service and generosity to so many arts and cultural organizations, as well as to higher education, I know you will agree with me that Norma Pattison Mills deserves this accolade. Norma is a native of Amherst, Virginia. From her childhood, she was interested in attending Sweetbriar. Norma entered Sweetbriar in the fall of 1956 as a proud member of the class of 60. Norma was working on her bachelor's degree in psychology, but ended up leaving Sweetbriar at the end of her junior year to get married to the love of her life, Olin Mills, and move with him to his hometown of Chattanooga, Tennessee. So Norma left our college for a very happy reason, and she never forgot Sweetbriar. She completed her psychology degree at the University of Chattanooga and earned a degree from the Education for Ministry program at Sewanee, the University of the South. She and Olin raised 3 sons, James J. Olin Mills, Brent Stevenson Mills, and Robert Kincaid Mills. Throughout their lives together, Norma and Olin have been philanthropic leaders and visionary donors to a number of nonprofits and institutions, including Sweetbriar College. They have joined others in transforming the city of Chattanooga through their service and commitment to their community. In recognition of their extraordinary generosity to the college, which has supported a variety of vital purposes, Sweetbriar's Memorial Chapel was named the Mills Chapel in 2021. In addition to her generosity, Norma has also dedicated her time to inspiring others to give as well, through serving on several capital campaign cabinets for Sweetbriar. She also served on the Sweetbriar College Board of Directors and is also a former member of the Alumni Board. She and Olin have been regular attendees at the events supporting the college. Furthermore, Norma was honored with the college's Outstanding Alumna Award in 2005. Yet Norma's support and dedication has not only benefited Sweetbriar College. Her service has touched many lives. She has been an active civic and church leader in her community, and much of her volunteer service is in support of church, health, and cultural activities. She has served on several church search committees and on the boards of numerous organizations, including the Chattanooga Children's Hospital Foundation, the Tennessee Aquarium, the AIM Center of Chattanooga, the Tennessee River Gorge Trust, the University of Chattanooga Foundation, the Episcopal Media Center in Sewanee at the University of the South, and the Hunter Museum of Art. In addition, she's the former president of the board of the Bright School, the vice chairman of the Campaign for Sewanee, and the co-chair of the visiting committee of the School of Theology of Sewanee. For their extraordinary service to the arts and community of Chattanooga, in 2024, Norma and Olin were presented with the Ruth Holmberg Arts Leadership Award by Arts Build, a nonprofit arts organization in Chattanooga. Clearly, Norma Mills has a deep appreciation for the value and benefit of art and culture on the spiritual well-being, creativity, and intellectual lives of the people in the communities she and her husband are a part of. They remain frequent visitors to Amherst County. In recognition and in honor of her service, dedication, and leadership in supporting and benefiting the lives of others, Sweetbriar College will now award a Doctorate of Humane Letters to Norma Pattison Mills, Sweetbriar class of 1960. Norma, please come forward, and you all join me now in congratulating Norma for this well-deserved honor. Thank you. Thank you so much. One more round of applause for Norma Mills, please.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the Dean of the College and in accordance with the faculty vote, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. They have fulfilled the requirements for the degree.
By virtue of authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Board of Directors of Sweetbriar College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, respectively, and I admit to you all the rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining to the company of educated women.
Now, will all of our graduates please shift your tassels? Will those who have been awarded the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences degrees come forward as your name is called? I know this is hard, but I request that the audience please refrain from applause until all candidates have received their diplomas. Shimi Afsara, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Catherine Elise Aldridge, Charlotte, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts, Arts Management Certificate, summa cum laude. Gabriela Andrea Aparicio Quetzaltenango, Guatemala, Bachelor of Science. Paola Clarabelle Arias, Houston, Texas, Bachelor of Science. Megan Armistead, Durham, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Venera Atambaeva, Almaty, Kazakhstan, Bachelor of Science. Catherine Grace Atherton, Montpelier, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Michaela Azimi, Danville, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Anona Bonek, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Bachelor of Science. Emily Boone, Alexandria, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Jordan Grace Bingham, Fredericksburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Molly Rose Booth, Orono, Maine, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Ashley Michelle Burnett, Clayton, Delaware, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Virginia Elaine Butler, Crozet, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Edith Marie Calvert, Charlottesville, Virginia, cum laude. Maria Paula Caro Ferrero, Bogota, Colombia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jolyn Amaya Dottie, Williamsburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Oh, sorry. Sorry, we had a little page mistake. Samantha Champion, Hampton, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Trista Carolyn Cleaves, Millville, New Jersey, Bachelor of Arts. Natalie Elizabeth Cockey, Oxford, Maryland, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Melody Rosalie Cooper, Detroit, Michigan, Bachelor of Arts, Arts Management Certificate, magna cum laude. Sophia Elena Crutchfield, St. Paul, Minnesota, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Now, Jolyn Amaya Dottie, Williamsburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Briannon Faye Davis, Stevens City, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Parboni Day, Joshua, Bangladesh, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Elise Marie Donahue, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bachelor of Science. Acadia Rose Elshow, Georgetown, Texas, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, highest honors in engineering. Meredith Brooks Farmer, Glen Allen, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Gail Hannah Faulkner, Holly Springs, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Audrey Elizabeth Flatich, Statesboro, Georgia, Bachelor of Arts, Leadership in Sustainable Agriculture and Food Systems Certificate, summa cum laude, and highest honors in environmental science. Valen Marie Foster, Bushwood, Maryland, Bachelor of Arts. Olivia Jane Garrett, Croker, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, degree anticipated. Katrina Diane Gray, Faber, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Isabella Guiarte Lau, Barquinza Mato, Venezuela, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Brandt Earhart, Fairfax Station, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, highest honors in psychology. Dorothy Grace Hall Matson, Monroe, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, degree anticipated. Lanaya Ann Louise Hanna, Alexandria, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Sydney Reed Harris, Big Island, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Olivia Ann Heffernan, Penn Laird, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, Arts Management Certificate, summa cum laude. Sarah Hibbert, Powell, Wyoming, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude in absentia. Lily Ann Elizabeth Higginbotham, Atlantic, Virginia, Bachelor of Science. Haley Danae Holsworth, Scottsbluff, Nebraska, Bachelor of Science. Destiny Monique Hobson, Hampton, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Abigail Elizabeth Hewling, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, Arts Management Certificate, magna cum laude. Ariel Marie Hollander, Seaford, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, high honors in biology. Kayla Brianne Humes, Miami, Florida, Bachelor of Arts. Laura Katarina Jost, Würzburg, Germany, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude, high honors in chemistry. Sarah Elizabeth Katz, Cary, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Adele Carly Lenz, San Diego, California, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jillian Kaylee Lewis, Ellicott City, Maryland, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Nina Bella Lucia, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Ashley Ann Majora, Hollister, California, Bachelor of Science. Cassandra Cynthia McCabe, Bethany Beach, Delaware, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ann McCarthy, Atkinson, New Hampshire, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kristen Elizabeth McConville, Forest, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Maria McCoy Lerdo de Tejada, Mexico City, Mexico, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Danielle Dominique McDonald, Clarendon, Jamaica, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Drew McElvin, Yorktown, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Juliana Margaret Miranda McIntyre, Inglewood, Florida, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude, high honors in biology. Emerson Mead McMillan, Salisbury, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Lillian Grace Meadows, Farmville, Virginia, Bachelor of Science. Isabel Dolores Melton, North Branch, Minnesota, Bachelor of Science, Leadership in Sustainable Agriculture and Food Systems Certificate, cum laude. Isabel Marie Misarek, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Hallie Paris Moore, Waldorf, Maryland, Bachelor of Science. Amani Narang, India, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude in absentia. Deanna Marie Nopala, Bassett, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Norvell, Littleton, Colorado, Bachelor of Arts. Danielle Megan Ownby, Chesapeake, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Diksha Patak, Kathmandu, Nepal, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Ana Isabel Patino Rojas, Medellín, Colombia, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Caroline May Patterson, Richmond, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Isabella Naomi Paul, Marietta, Georgia, Bachelor of Arts. Aaliyah Rebecca Mary Peets, Devonshire, Bermuda, Bachelor of Science. Rachel Hollis Perry, Rockville, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Ella Mae Peterson, Ashland, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sanjita Pokral, Kathmandu, Nepal, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Ashley Prevet, Neconsett, New York, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jenna Len Prevet, Neconsett, New York, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Lee Quatman, Avondale, Pennsylvania, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Lucia Quevedo Cornejo, Guayaquil, Ecuador, Bachelor of Arts. Scarlett Summer Rainey, Brunswick County, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Diana Stacy Requeno, Hyattsville, Maryland, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, degree anticipated. Emily Ray Roberts, Goochland, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Ava Justice Rockefeller Campbell, Bainbridge Island, Washington, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Anna Grace Ross, Grayson, Georgia, Bachelor of Science. Kaylin Teresa Ross, Alameda, California, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Adriana Alexis Sanchez Katzen, Arlington, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Leona Schooler, Partlow, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Elizabeth Southard, Culpeper, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Haley Gladden Tasker Sturgis, Bird's Nest, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, equine certificate in absentia. McLean Elizabeth Solthouse, St. Louis, Missouri, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, degree anticipated. Jamison Shea Tarver, Houston, Texas, Bachelor of Arts. Victoria Lauren Tu, Hope Mills, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Marin Ruth Van Sickle, Powhatan, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Giselle Yasmin Vega, Chesapeake, Virginia, Bachelor of Science. Eugenia Margarita Villacorta, El Salvador, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Lainey Brooke Buick, Murphy, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Lacey Blaine Walker, Bedford, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Mary Catherine Ann Warner, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Aiden J. Wells, Brambleton, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Angelin Elizabeth Wiggins, Churchville, Maryland, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, honors in biology. Emma Haley Wilk, Roxbury, New Jersey, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Lila Gail Williams, Crewe, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Carolina Grace Wilson, Hedgesville, West Virginia, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude, degree anticipated. Colleen Joanne Wattring, Martinsville, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, cum laude.
One more big round of applause for the class of 2025. Woo! Fabulous. I am honored now to introduce Mason Bennett Rummel, class of 1983 and the chair of the Sweetbriar College Board of Directors, who will address the class of 2025. Mason earned a Bachelor of Arts in English from Sweetbriar College, a Master of Arts in Philanthropic Studies at Indiana University's Lilly School of Philanthropy, and a Master's of Arts in Professional Writing from Spalding University. A recognized leader in regional and national philanthropic circles, Mason is the president and CEO of the James Graham Brown Foundation in Louisville, Kentucky, which she has served since 1989. In addition, Mason currently serves on the boards of the Council on Foundations, of Evolve 502, and the Center for Nonprofit Excellence, Louisville, and has served on the boards of other national nonprofit organizations. She is also a member of the Philanthropy Roundtable. Please welcome Mason Rummel to the podium.
Thank you, President Hudson. I got to thank each of you, or congratulate each of you individually as you came up, but I now want to offer a big, huge, hearty congratulations to all of you from the full board of directors. I'm really honored to be here and stand before you today, so congratulations again. On the heels of your amazing accomplishments, we are eager to see what lies ahead of you, and some people have alluded to some of this already. There are many ways to describe the milestone that you've just reached in your lives. You could call it adventure, journey, odyssey, voyage, but the implication is the same for each of these labels. You don't really know for sure what's next. Even if you've been enrolled in graduate school or you've accepted an honor or an offer for your dream job, none of us has any idea what will really happen next. My advice to you is to be open-minded in this adventure. You will be amazed at the opportunities that you will encounter if you listen, if you pay attention, and if you're willing to consider something you hadn't imagined before. Not everything's going to be easy. In fact, most of it will be hard work. But I promise that no matter where your life takes you, it will all be worth it. You'll be able to do anything because of the time and effort you put in to obtain your Sweetbriar College degree. On this beautiful campus, you learned more than your areas of study. You learned how to collaborate, how to innovate, how to create. You learned how to think critically, challenge yourselves and others, and how to do so with respect. These are valuable skills that will make you and your careers a worthy investment for graduate schools, corporations, government agencies, and nonprofits. I'm living proof of that. My Sweetbriar degree opened doors I hadn't dreamed of, and I've enjoyed a meaningful and profoundly rewarding career in the nonprofit sector. I understand that these skills are already taking you to some amazing places, such as PhD programs in biology and chemistry. And listen to this list: master's programs in poetry, biomedical engineering, business, mechanical and aerospace engineering, counseling, leadership and public policy, environmental science, philosophy and library science, as well as law school and teaching 7th grade English, and engineering positions in Virginia and the region. I'm thrilled that these institutions see in you the same incredible potential that all of us at Sweetbriar saw it too. I know you will take advantage of these opportunities and that you will carry your Sweetbriar experiences with you. Your accomplishments here will be marked not by which clubs you belong to, or which professors you had, or your major or your grades. They will be marked by what you choose to do with them after you leave Sweetbriar. I encourage you to continue to work hard, just as your professors, classmates, and staff members have encouraged you to do during your time here. Think bigger, stay curious, challenge your own perspectives, listen to others, but most importantly, listen to your instincts. By doing so, you will continue your Sweetbriar education for the rest of your lives. As much as Sweetbriar has given you, you have given back to our college by pursuing your studies, staying engaged in our community, and supporting each other. You have helped Sweetbriar grow, thrive, and stay relevant. And as our newest alumni, joining thousands before you, the world is about to become a better place because of the talents and gifts that you will share. On behalf of the entire board, again, congratulations. We are so proud of all of you, and we believe in you. Thank you to the class of 2025 for your contributions to our beloved college. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mason. Thank you, Mason. It is now my pleasure to introduce Alexis Miras, Sweetbriar College, class of 2014, to represent the Sweetbriar Alumni Alliance Council. Alexis is a proud member of the class of 2014 and grew up in Bel Air, Maryland. She came to Sweetbriar as a transfer student in 2012, where she quickly became an active part of the community and found her place as a Sweet Pea. She graduated with a major in history and a minor in mathematics, a unique combination, then went on to teach upper school mathematics in Northern Virginia. In 2022, Alexis earned her Master's of Business Administration degree with a concentration in data analytics from Longwood University. Alexis currently lives in Northern Virginia with her partner Damien and works in new product development at the Graduate Management Admissions Council in Reston. Outside of work, she has served for the past 3 years as co-chair of the Communications Working Group for the Sweetbriar Alumni Alliance Council, helping to connect and share and inform alumni across generations on social media. Alexis also volunteers with the Junior League of Northern Virginia, enjoys spending time with family and friends, hosting tailgates at Hampton-Sydney football games, and attending horse races and polo matches. Please join me in welcoming Alexis Miras to the podium.
Thank you. Good morning and congratulations, class of 2025. Today, you join a powerful, vibrant network that spans generations and continents. Welcome to the Sweetbriar Alumni Alliance. It is truly a joy to be here celebrating this major milestone with you all today. Coincidentally, I graduated on May 17th as well, 11 years ago, which makes sharing this day even more meaningful. As I stand here, I can't help but think back to my days at Sweetbriar. Walking across campus, movie nights in GV, late night study sessions, and those moments of laughter and growth that shaped who I was becoming. Although I was originally accepted to Sweetbriar during my senior year of high school, I chose to attend a different college. But after 2 years, the memory of Sweetbriar's warmth and beauty called me back, and so I decided to transfer. Doing so was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Sweetbriar became my foundation, a place where I felt at home, safe, and truly began discovering who I wanted to be. After graduation, I started my career as a high school math teacher. It was a path I was proud of, a path I thought I'd always be on. But 8 years in, I realized I wanted a new challenge, something that would push me and take me out of my comfort zone. Truth is, I didn't know exactly what that looked like. But the foundation I built here at Sweetbriar had given me the confidence to embrace change and pursue growth, even when the path wasn't yet defined. I went on to earn my MBA, and that journey has led me to a role where I am lucky enough to draw on both my background in math and my passion for education, while continuing to grow in ways I hadn't anticipated. It's not a path that I envisioned when I first graduated, but it's one where I've truly been able to thrive because Sweetbriar taught me how to face uncertainty with boldness and curiosity. It didn't just prepare me for a career, it taught me how to it empowered me to face challenges head on. If there's one thing I've learned on my journey, it's this: it's okay to change. It's okay to pivot. Life rarely moves in a straight path. Every twist and turn is a chance to grow. Embracing change, even when it's unknown, is often the first step of a new adventure. I discovered how important it is to focus on self-growth, to be open to new possibilities, and to speak up. Always remember, you have a lot to offer, and the world needs that. The Alumni Alliance is here to support you through all of that. It's not just a college. It's a community, a place of belonging that extends far beyond your years on campus and far beyond the classmates sitting with you here today. I want to tell you a story that made me realize just how lucky I am to be a part of this incredible community. About a year after I graduated, I needed to complete a teacher training a few hours from home. I didn't know anyone in the area, so I turned to a local Sweetbriar alumni Facebook page, hoping that someone might have a suggestion of where to stay. To my surprise, Michelle Gargano, class of '88, responded. We had never met. We had never even corresponded. And yet, without hesitation, she offered me a place to stay. Even more incredibly, she said she wouldn't even be there at the time. That's the power of Sweetbriar. That simple act of generosity left a lasting impression. It reminded me that Sweetbriar shows up for each other, no questions asked. That's what this community is. That's who we are. We lead with trust and kindness. We show up for one another, whether it's offering advice, making a connection, or yes, opening our homes. We go out of our way to lift each other up, to support one another's dreams, and be there when it matters most. Now, as the newest members of the Alumni Alliance, you have a unique opportunity to be both supported and supportive. And on the behalf of the Alumni Alliance Council, I again welcome and congratulate you. The Alumni Alliance serves as a vehicle for channeling alumni engagement and volunteer work for Sweetbriar. We champion alumni voices, celebrate accomplishments, and come together in meaningful ways to make a lasting impact on our community near and far. This now includes you, and today we celebrate that. Getting involved in the Alumni Alliance is about staying connected, building lifelong connections, and continuing to grow. Leaving college is a profound moment, exciting and yet a bit surreal. But that is why our community is so powerful. Even when you've left, you remain connected to Sweetbriar, the people, and the memories. So I encourage you to lean in, join Young Alumni Support, connect with us on social, and find what involvement looks like for you. Whether it's attending a local event, volunteering at Sweet Work Weeks, talking to prospective students, or simply showing up for one another, your voice and your presence matters. There is no one way to be involved, so however you choose to do it, know that you belong, and we are so happy to welcome you. So own your journey ahead, class of 2025, with purpose and pride. Stay true to yourself, embrace change, and stay connected. Because Sweetbriar will always be a part of your story, and the Alumni Alliance is here for you, today, tomorrow, and always. Congratulations, holla holla.
It is now time for us to honor the faculty and staff of Sweetbriar College who demonstrate on a daily basis their dedication to and support of our students. The college's academic and co-curricular programs, as well as its daily operations, could literally not function without them. Each year, the student body shows its appreciation for the faculty and staff by voting on the Faculty and Staff Excellence Awards. Laura Yost, Vice President for Academic Affairs, will present the Faculty and Excellence Award. Isabella Paul, President of the Student Government Association, will present the Staff Excellence Award. Laura and Isabella, please come and join me on the podium. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Laura Yost, and this past year I had the honor of serving as the Vice President of Academic Affairs of the Student Government Association. It is now my great privilege to present the Faculty Excellence in Teaching Award for the 2024-25 school year. Each year, this award is given to a faculty member who demonstrates not only excellence in the classroom, but also profound impact on students' academic and personal growth. This year's recipient is a perfect example of what it means to go above and beyond. When asked why this person was so deserving of this award, one student commented that the recipient is an excellent instructor who goes above and beyond to help us truly understand the material. He encourages thoughtful discussion in class and always welcomes questions, making the learning environment very engaging. Another student emphasized the professor's presence outside the classroom, stating, "Not only has he been successful in bolstering our academics, but he has also thoroughly endeared himself to the campus community through his enthusiasm towards and appreciation of our traditions, events, and clubs. He is easily one of the most beloved professors in the eyes of the student body." Students also note how approachable and supportive he is, always willing to lend a hand, whether it's academic help or just a listening ear. His great sense of humor not only makes his classes enjoyable, but is also quick to cheer anyone up with a joke. Finally, his commitment to the honors program has been extremely beneficial to the Sweetbriar community, promoting academic excellence across all majors. Please join me in congratulating the 2025 recipient of the Faculty Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. August Hardy.
There you go. I got you.
Thank you, Laura, and congratulations to Professor Hardy. Good morning. My name is Isabella Paul, and I've had the honor of serving as this past year's Student Government President. I am so pleased to present this year's recipient of the Staff Excellence and Service Award. Each year, this award is given to a staff member who has had a significant impact on the student body, contributing to student success in all aspects of life outside of the classroom. The student body nominated many of our amazing staff members for this year's award, but during the voting process, one name stood out above the rest. When asked why this person was so deserving of this award, one student commented that the recipient really cares about helping you find a path for success in whatever it is that you're passionate about. This year's recipient has been a steady force of support behind many of our students' successes. She brings resources and students together with care and genuine intention. Her office goes beyond pamphlets and quick advice. Every student that takes the time to get to know her has had the chance to find resources that suits their needs and a great mentor in her or a member of our community in the process. It really brings a smile to my face to see this individual recognized during my time here. It comes as no surprise to find out that she's earned this wonderful award now a second time, a testament to her presence in our community. Please join me in congratulating Barbara Watts, Director of Career Services, as the 2025 Staff Excellence and Service Award.
Congratulations, Dr. Hardy and Barb. Before we begin our senior awards, I wanted to make a comment regarding Dr. Dean Key, who is with family in Texas, and he's very sad he cannot be here. So in his stead is the incoming Dean and Vice President of Academic Awards, Dr. Lisa Powell.
Please notice the senior awards listed in your commencement program. These have already been presented to the recipients. Will all of the graduates who have already received awards please stand now to be recognized? It is now my honor to announce the All College Awards. The Penelope Zara Award was established by Mr. Edgar F. Zara, Jr., father of Penelope Lane Zara of the class of 1975. The award honors the senior who best combines scholastic achievement, student leadership, and effective contributions to the improvement of the quality of student life at Sweetbriar. The recipient of this award for the class of 2025 is Natalie Elizabeth Cockey. Natalie, please come forward. The family of Professor Judith Molinar Elkins established the Judith Molinar Elkins Prize to recognize the outstanding achievements of seniors majoring in the mathematical, physical, environmental, or biological sciences who have actively participated in the college community and demonstrated the ideals and dedication to learning exemplified by the life of Professor Elkins. The recipient of this award for the class of 2025 is Ana Isabel Patina Rojas. Ana, please come forward. In honor of Dr. Connie M. Guyon, Mr. and Mrs. J. Wilson Newman and their daughters Claire Newman Blanchard, class of 1960, and Mildred Newman Thayer, class of 1961, established the Connie M. Guyon Award to be given to a member of the graduating class for their excellence as a human being and as a member of the college. The recipient of this award for the class of 2025 is Valen Marie Foster. Valen, please come forward. Each year, the college recognizes academic achievement, by conferring upon the highest-ranking member of each class the honorary title of Emily Watts McVeigh Scholar. It is with great pleasure that I announce that the recipient for the class of 2025 is Meredith Brooks Farmer. Meredith, please come forward. The National Council of Alpha Lambda Delta First Year Honor Society annually provides a book to each chapter to be awarded to the graduating member with the highest GPA. This year's Alpha Lambda Delta Award goes to Sarah Elizabeth Katz. Sarah, please come forward.
Congratulations, everyone. And now it's the time for me to deliver my charge to you, the class of 2025. And in doing so, I want you to keep in mind that I obviously don't have all the answers. No one person does. But I do want to suggest to you and to everyone here some thoughts and ideas for us to think about and ponder, especially in times and in terms of how we might make our world a better place than we found it. You, the class of 2025, have already faced and surmounted many challenges. You were in high school when the global COVID-19 pandemic disrupted life as we knew it. You weren't able to experience the kinds of coming-of-age activities that usually take place in your teenage years. You started Sweetbriar in the fall of 2021 when things were cautiously beginning to return to normal. You became a part of a vital campus life. You joined clubs and social organizations. You volunteered, you played on sports teams, you took part in cultural events. You learned in your classes and from your mentors and from your own experiences, you found your voice and were not afraid to use it. You are Sweetbriar women, after all, and you speak out for what you believe in. I'm proud of all that you have accomplished, individually and as a graduating class. I hope that you are proud of yourselves and of what you have achieved in the last 4 years. You have given so much of yourselves to Sweetbriar, and you have made your mark here. But Sweetbriar has also given a great deal to you. It's given you a superb education that has prepared you not just for the careers that you may be starting now or grad school, but in the careers that will develop in the future. At Sweetbriar, you learned and developed the skills to become a lifelong learner. The ability to reason, to think, to communicate, to separate fact from fiction. Above all, your Sweetbriar education has prepared you to be an ethical leader in a rapidly changing and challenging world. I hope that after you leave our campus for broader horizons, you will think positively about your time at the college, and that you will be proud ambassadors from Sweetbriar. I am confident that the work you undertake in your careers and the ways in which you contribute to your communities will be a testament to the extraordinary education you have received at Sweetbriar College. I've been thinking a great deal lately about Sweetbriar's legacy, about what Sweetbriar has done for generations of women it has educated since its founding in 1901. And what those generations of women accomplished as graduates of this college. This has been on my mind because next year, 2026, will mark the 125th anniversary of the founding of Sweetbriar College. This special year for our college will also coincide with the 250th anniversary of the adoption of the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States of America. I hope that you, as Sweetbriar alumni and as people living in the United States, will take part in celebrating these anniversaries. Think about those dates, 1901 and 1776. They may seem far away, but in many ways they are not. The people of those times faced daunting challenges too. The revolutionary generation broke away from the world's mightiest empire to form a new nation, the likes of which had never been seen before. From the founding of Sweetbriar to its opening with 51 students in 1906, the college had to raise funds, commission an architect, build a campus, hire faculty and staff, and recruit students. If the people who lived in 1776 and 1901 had walked away and given up, we would not be here now, in this country or on this campus celebrating our 116th commencement. The generation who worked to found Sweetbriar walked the earth 125 years before us and 125 years after the founding of the United States. They were as close to Martha Washington and Abigail Adams as they are to us. And those founding events still have resonance for us today. The college has an amazing collection of art and artifacts, some of which it has purchased, some of which it has been given to us and donated from alumni. One of those artifacts is an engraving of the Declaration of Independence, in which we can read the inspiring words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." The promise of expanding and fulfilling the meaning of those words so that all Americans are truly equal comprises much of what America's history has been about. From the passage of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments, which abolished slavery, guaranteed birthright citizenship, and gave the vote to all men, to the 19th Amendment that gave the vote to all women, to landmark legislation such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Americans have advocated, demonstrated, and even fought and died for greater rights and equality under the law. They were committed to realizing the promise of America of making a better world, even if the struggle meant taking 2 steps back for every 1 step forward. They persevered. They had courage, character, and principles. Courage is contagious, as Reverend Graham once said. It stiffens the spines of others. Can we live up to the examples of the people who came before us? This is my charge to you, the members of the class of 2025, and it's really my charge to all of us, myself included. I'm asking for you to use what you've learned at Sweetbriar to help make the world a better place. No matter where your life takes you after Sweetbriar, be engaged, be part of your community, be kind to others, vote, help register others to vote, make your voice heard because your ideas matter. I know this isn't always easy to do. Class of 2025, as Sweetbriar students, you've shown your mettle. You've shown us that you can face challenges, that you can speak out in support of what you believe in. Now it's time for you to take your talents to the wider world and work to make it a better place. You can do this. You are Sweetbriar women. The world is waiting for you, and we are eager to see what you will accomplish next. Cheers.
Let us pray. May our Creator and Sustainer of life strengthen you as you leave this place. May you follow your dreams, using for good what you have learned here. May you prosper in all you do and wherever you go. May our Creator's blessing be upon you now and always. Go in peace and joy. Amen.